everyone, welcome back to How To Tuesday. I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, but it's kind of cold outside. So if these winter days are getting you down and it's just gray and so blah, I'm going to show you how to do a quick hand-sewn brooch that's sure to brighten everybody's day. To make your brooch, you'll need a few items. You'll need a piece of material. I've used felt, but you can use absolutely anything that you like. Anything that you have that's pretty, or even a scrap t-shirt that you have lying about. You need your piece to be about 12 inches long and about 3 inches wide. You'll also need one button, embroidery floss and an embroidery needle, or sewing thread and a sewing needle. And then you'll also need a backing of some sort. There are pin backs that you can buy in craft stores, or you can use a safety pin. Anything that will attach it to what you're wearing. To begin, you'll fold your piece of fabric in half, lengthwise or hot dog style, just like this. And then you'll take your embroidery floss and your needle, or your sewing thread and your needle, and we're going to do a gathering stitch. Your gathering stitch is really the same thing as a running stitch. It's just that we're using it for a different technique, so the name changes. So you're just going to do a running stitch all the way along the long side of your fabric. You want your stitches to be about a fingertip's length apart. Once you've completed your gathering stitch along the bottom of your fabric, you'll then take the end that's attached to the needle and you're going to pull. And what you'll notice is that your fabric starts to scrunch up, and it looks kind of like flower petals. So once you get it nice and bunchy like this, you can begin to turn it and shape it. And you might have to tug just a little bit as you turn and shape. And so now I have kind of a circular shape here. And I'm just going to pinch the ends together, and then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to just stitch these ends together. So just a quick running stitch here, straight up and straight down, just to attach those edges so that they don't come undone. So now that I've gotten that, I'm going to take my button, and my button is going to go right into the middle of my flower. And so I'm still attached to my flower here, and I'm just going to take my needle and attach my button. Up through one hole and then down through the other. And then we do that until we've attached the button. You want to do that at least 5 or 6 times to get on there nice and snugly. And then once it's attached, you flip it over, and do you guys remember how to do the balloon knot? You go in like you're making a stitch, picking up a little bit of fabric. You pull through until you have a little bit of a loop. Then you take your needle, and then you pop that loop. And I always like to do 2 just for good luck. And then we can go ahead and snip. And so now what you want to do is you're going to attach the backing to your pin. You can either use the pin back like I showed you before, and you can add a little dab of hot glue, or you can sew it on to attach it, or you can use your safety pin, which is also a very easy way. And to do that, you take your safety pin and you just put it through a little bit of your felt. And then you can pin it to your coat, you can pin it to your shirt, your dress, whatever you'd like to decorate. And voila, you've got yourself a fancy brooch in no time flat. That's it for this week, my friends. Be sure to join us next week for another edition of How To Tuesday. And if you have some time off on Friday or Monday and would like to join us for President's Day Camp, you can call us in the studio at 610-660-9600 or visit us online at www.thehandworkstudio.com.